Good morning. Thank you for joining us for Tuesday Talks with the Minnesota Association of Realtors. My name is Chris Galler. Today we're going to talk about the legislature. It's wound up. It's getting done with the first session, what's called the first hurdle. You have to have bills out of a policy committee in order for them to proceed, except in some situations, which is the way the legislative rules are drawn up. We're going to talk about two major bills today that we've been working on. We have a whole host of them on our website that we briefed you on at Legislative Impact Day, but two big bills. The one is the Contract for Deed and Lease for Option bill. That bill was heard on Thursday night. We just got done. You're going to see this Tuesday. We did this last week. Thursday night it was heard. We testified on that bill. Christine Berger did a fine job. We've been working with legal aid and the authors on this bill. They have at this point in time removed the sections that we're concerned about related to contract for deeds. No 10-day right of rescission, which was our main concern, as well as they're going to look at disclosure language, and we're going to be working with them in the coming weeks to try and resolve any conflicts we have there. The lease with option piece of it is another section. There will be a little higher regulation there. There's a little more likelihood that there may be problems in the marketplace where some of the unscrupulous people may take advantage of consumers. We know that realtors don't want that to occur, and therefore we're going to help them structure that piece with the Minnesota Bar Association, who has been a very good advocate on this bill as well. Legal aid has worked with us very reasonably, and we thank them for that. The second bill, which is a much larger bill and has much more harm for the real estate industry, is again Housing Solutions Act. Now the Housing Solutions Act sounds great, but it is a 50% increase in the deed tax. That's what the bill is. And we're very concerned about it. Christine Berger and I testified today in the Senate. That bill is moving forward. It did move forward on a split vote though, 6-4. And that's important for us because it lets legislators know that there is significant realtor concern for this bill. Now, it's important for realtors to also understand this bill. This bill is a 50% increase in the state deed tax. That means if you're selling a $1,400 or a $200,000 house, you're going to be looking at state deed tax and mortgage registry of $1,400 on that transaction. $1,400 means that about 5,800 people would not be able to afford housing. That's right, because as you increase the cost for fees, that means less people can afford it. We brought that up with the committee, but 6 of the 10 decided to move forward with that. And that is a concern for us. We also have additional concerns about the bill. One is their definition of affordability. Affordability, as you know, in the marketplace is very strong right now. In fact, it's the best it's been in 40 years since the tracking of Housing Affordability Index has been in the marketplace. Right now it's at 202, which means that a median family income is more than large enough to purchase a median-priced home. In the metropolitan area, and I understand it's a little bit lower in greater Minnesota, the median-priced home right now is $150,000. That means there's as many homes selling above $150,000 as are selling below $150,000. In order to qualify for that property, we ran tracking on it using conservative 28-36 ratios, which you're very familiar with, using a 5.5% 30-year fixed mortgage interest rate. You would need an income of $48,000 to borrow that house, to purchase that house. You are familiar with that. Even a $200,000 house using the same ratios, you would need to have an income of about $65,000 to do that. One of our concerns with the bill is that they're looking at expanding what is affordable in the marketplace. The bill language says that they will use the state median income or the area median income if the area median income is higher. So as an example, we have median home prices of $150,000 in the metro. The median area income in the metro, according to HUD figures, which were released last week and would be used to qualify under this bill, are $83,900. That means a family of 4 has an income of $83,900, and according to the Housing Solutions Act, they have trouble buying homes. And so they say we're going to expand it another 115%. So this bill is targeting all those folks that have trouble buying homes with incomes of $96,000. We think this is ridiculous. $96,000 if they can't afford a $150,000 house with a $96,000 income, then they have other problems and it's not housing affordability. The second piece of it is that it's a statewide median number, and we did have very good conversations with Greater Minnesota because they understand this, because the Greater Minnesota number is 72,900. That's the median income for the state that would be used in Greater Minnesota. Taking that time 115, that would mean an income of 83,800. My guess is for Greater Minnesota Realtors, if you have consumers with an income of 83,800, they can afford a median priced home in your marketplace. We're very concerned about this. We're also concerned about the application of this bill. This bill has the money not going to consumers, but going to cities, counties, HRAs, EDAs, and other groups. That means in order to use the dollars, you have to purchase housing that the city, the county, the HRA, or an EDA believes is in your best interest. This isn't a general marketplace. This is determining where the dollars will go, and we have great and significant concerns with that. We understand there's an affordability issues for some people in the society. We told them if indeed there's a societal problem, then there should be a societal way to pay for this. They can increase income taxes. They can use the current mortgage registry and deed tax that's already in the marketplace to pay for this. But they don't want to do that. They want to increase taxes. They're going to increase taxes on your client by 50%. I think it's time to take action. When you see your House member, when you see your Senate member over the holidays coming up, or at the grocery store on the weekend, please stop them and tell them to oppose the Housing Solutions Act. With that, I thank you for joining me. My name is Chris Galler with the Minnesota Association of Realtors. We hope you have a great week.